Good morning everyone and welcome back to the Two-Headed Wolf Gaming Channel and Total War Pharaoh Dynasties as we continue our campaign with Agamemnon. You'll excuse my ragged voice, I'm just having my first coffee, it's very early in the morning, but I've been wanting to get back into this campaign because last time we have finished conquering the southern part of Greece, pretty much united the two lands that we have, and at this point I'm starting to think about moving towards the north, at least in this territory right here, taking over the Boeotians. I didn't want to take over Calydon last time because it was controlled by Calydon. I want Siparissos here because of the wood production. In the southern part of Greece, in of course Total War Pharaoh, it's very different than Troy in the type of cities that we have. But in Total War Pharaoh Dynasties here, we do not have any wood in the southern part of Greece. So this is one region which I do want for our wood production. And then, or because of it, I will have to take over Calydon here. I think it's a good way to start our war. They don't have a huge garrison. We can take over this, get some extra food, maybe even recruit a bunch of extra troops as we start pushing towards the east. Now we shall see whether we can open diplomacy with some of these people and, make friends. At the end of the day, I do not want war with everyone else, only with these ones. And I think Thebes does not look like a pillar of civilization. Weirdly enough, I don't see any other city which is a pillar of civilization. If you don't know, pillars of civilization influence this civilization state. Basically, while we are up here in prosperity, if you have your cities be of higher levels, basically, or have a lot of monuments and things like that, it will push the prosperity to this high level. While being on high prosperity, there is a higher chance that you will be getting blessings rather than certain bad events, basically. I don't know if they're called curses, either way. And it also influences the populace. At this moment, we're getting 2% replenishments, but as prosperity goes down, we will start incurring certain penalties while also getting certain benefits. But basically, it shows the destruction, I guess, of civilization, and there will be nomadic people and sea people who get more and more bonuses. Basically, they become crazier, they move further, they get bonus to their battle stats, so they can become a real threat if prosperity is down too far. And I feel like the best way to destroy prosperity is pretty much find these pillars of civilization like Mycenae here and burn them to the ground, raise this city, and that will have a huge impact on the civilization state. So that's about it. There's one thing which I want to do here at the beginning, and that is in campaign customization. I will be pushing the campaign difficulty up one more level, both for campaign difficulty and also for battle difficulty. I felt like it was a tiny bit too easy to take over the neighboring provinces. Sure, I backstabbed them in a way, we had a non-aggression pact, but either way, I decided to push one level higher here because I figured out I can adapt to the new difficulty level.
King Agamemnon.
Other than that, I don't think I want to push for the isles at this point. The islands can be difficult to defend for right now, so that's why I don't need the resources either, so we don't need to stay there. We'll be heading
Patrol
with
the
Agamemnon
perimeter.
towards Calydon. At the end of the last episode, I had another baby girl being born. I also have a smaller shield, a bow, which I don't care for either. I've picked an ambition where I have to build a monument. And if I do so for 20 turns, I will be getting, I think it's for 20 turns. Yes, it is for 20 turns. I'll be getting 15% reduction in construction costs in all regions. So that's pretty good. Now let's see. A monument is what exactly? I think a monument is one of these, right? In the outpost region, if I go to Mycenae, for example, we can build this Aegean Monument, which will provide us with +3 legitimacy, and that would be good because we are running out of legitimacy. Interacting with an outpost will refund 50% of the movement spent to reach it. Okay, an army gains morale for a few turns by interacting with it. Well, since we are going to war with Calydon, let's see, what is the path that he's taking us
Lord
through
of
over
men.
here? It takes 2 turns to build this monument, unfortunately. But I'll be throwing
Clear
this in
skies,
here.
clear minds.
As
At
far as
last.
resource production, I'm thinking about putting down another temple, maybe. We're getting some gold from this region. We could push it even further. I am thinking that I could throw in another outpost somewhere here. Maybe a bit inland. Oh, we already have one of these. Resource production, yeah, trading post. We're building a monument there. In Corinth, I guess I want some defenses. Port, I don't think we'll put an army here and let it rest. Chance for a random unit to join the outpost garrison. Chance for a random unit to join the 30% outpost garrison. I don't really get it. If I put a lookout post and then I put a warrior's refugee here, does that mean that I might be getting more troops on this side? You know what? Trial and error. If we don't know, then let's try it out. I'm throwing this in. Let's see. What do I want to upgrade next? We're trading most of our stone away. We could reduce the recruitment cost even further. And that wouldn't be a bad idea. Plus, it's a reduction in construction costs for military buildings, and we have 2 of them here. The other thing that we could do is upgrade this settlement in order to get more gold. But I am about to recruit a larger army
Supreme warrior of the Aegean.
for Menelaus.
Supreme warrior of the
So
Aegean.
maybe we'll leave him alone. For Pylos here, I would need some defenses on it. And that's about it. I think that is good enough. Happiness should be going up here soon. Maybe once I end the turn, things will change in the happiness panel because I've raised the difficulty level. But we shall see. Anything else? A court position is vacant.
Your peers, know that you insult the dignity of my court.
Sure. What else do you want? Temple builders could be helpful. Ensure a single unit category will have its recruitment cost reduced by 25%. Probably that as well would be good. You know what? Let's do it. Let's perform intrigue. Let's gossip here for him
Mycenaean
for a while.
irreverence is a good antidote to courtly bowing and scraping.
Anything else? Not really. Let's end the turn. Good coffee. Playing Total War early in the morning is always so much fun. If you've never tried it, do so. Get yourself a nice cup of coffee or tea or whatever you like.
Got it.
Okay, so Athens has declared war on us. I guess we can see now the higher difficulty probably. At least that's what I'm thinking it is. Maybe I'll be moving Agamemnon to the east in order to counter attack Athens, and I'll be building an army with Menelaus and then use him to conquer the rest. Let's see. But I don't see any army of Athens, so it is a bit weird that they declared
Make
war.
a sacrifice that cannot be ignored.
Not exactly something that I would recommend, but still. Okay, that's some reduction in upkeep. I guess I'll just go forward. Menelaus,
bloody spear.
I want you to get up here, and
The
in
voice
one
of
turn's
war.
time, you should be able to recruit cheaper troops. I think we have 4 recruitment slots
Stalwart
because
and
of the ambition, only 3. We can bring a few units from this area as well. So we could build this army up very quickly. Well, club warriors definitely we need. We need a bunch of spears to hold the line. I think I'm going to be throwing bowmen into this army. Yeah, there's a bit more damage with the bows. And they don't have this stat called expendable. Although, you know. Okay, well, what I will do is that I will be getting
Find me soldiers.
2 archers. And I'll be getting
Brave
3
warriors
spears to
always
begin with.
welcome.
Actually, no, let's not do the spears just
We will
because
be
of the
bound
higher
by
cost. We will
Serve
be
without
recruiting
question.
some of these clubmen.
No one
As
shall
far as
slight
your
me.
level up goes, movement after battle, maybe? Sure. Let's go with the extra movement. We want him to be moving around a lot. For
Let my
Agamemnon,
enemies
for your
beware.
level up, we keep pushing towards giving him a fear ability. I think I want to get Reacher on gold, because then we could do a lot. Gold has a lot of power. So maybe we'll do that. Yeah. No, I like the idea. We're gonna throw this upgrade on. And for you, let's see. He is not at risk, I believe. Pylos is not at risk. Sintera is a bit more at risk if we're attacked from the sea, but we haven't been discovered by other factions. So maybe we don't care about that. I'll throw in one of these guard posts here, and I'll upgrade this Salmon just in case they're starting to get some ideas while we are away. For Ithaca, yeah, relations are deteriorating just because I've been fighting with Pylos there.
We shall sacrifice a bull, then speak together.
We didn't marry, but let's see if we can do it now. Now it's still at -5. If I wanted to make it work, I would have to give away a bunch of resources. And they're at war with the Teleboans, which are up here to the north. Yeah, okay. I think I'm okay with them, being friendly with them, so let's propose this marriage here.
I feel sure
Now we're
your
improving
heart-
relations. And with a bit of luck, maybe at some point we will support them in their war. Ajax is here with a
among men.
decent army, a small one, but you know,
With
2
Athena's
armies
blessing.
around.
I'll do my duty.
Diomedes is here as well. I think if we prepare for war, we can throw one of these. We can throw Menelaus here in Calydon. We can throw Agamemnon then north here to Thebes. It might actually be a good way to split their troops up. Good, let's see.
The kingdom's fate
Yeah, the core
rests
position
on
is
your
still
willingness to
vacant.
work
Let's
together.
say that we want to keep gossiping
You
here.
are an exemplary gossiper, my courtly peer.
Then what? Commandments available in Laconia. I think something to give us extra production could be good. Either that or some happiness. We're not recruiting troops here, and I think going away from this negative happiness is going to help us. At this point, we're getting extra construction time and less workforce growth, but if we can go at least somewhere mid, that would be great. More outpost construction. I think we could do some of those as well, since I do have a lot of stone. These areas have just a few too many outposts. Do I care for this amount of influence? No. So we'll take some of those down. Let's throw in maybe some trading posts. Let's do another monument. Make sure we keep legitimacy as high as possible. And for you, maybe another temple? Sure, let's do that. Playing Total War in the morning is really great because I feel it gets your wheels turning. You know, it's a really nice way to warm up, do a bit battle, maybe you do a short campaign or something like that. Even if you go on multiplayer battles, that can be enough. This is how I started playing early in the morning. I used to wake up, jump into a battle in Total War Shogun 2. I absolutely loved it, and I played multiplayer. You know, you had that character, like you were building your general and then you were customizing it and you had all of those different skills. Like, that was absolutely awesome. I don't know why they didn't keep that idea up, because I really feel it was awesome. I guess, no, I understand why partially they didn't keep that up, because it was very difficult as a new player to get into it, especially mid to late time or period since it was released, right? Early on, everybody was on the same level, but later on, when new people started coming in, there were a lot of veterans who had fully upgraded troops and generals, and you pretty much had no chance against them. So I guess that wasn't necessarily motivating. But the general wasn't really the problem. I feel like the unit veterancy was more of the problem there, because they had a lot of staying power. Still, they had increased costs, so I don't know. Raise the stoneworks. We got the ability to... We got a reduced cost for construction. We got shielded by the gods. Grand Telestas position vacant.
Speak
Ooh.
honestly and weigh your words. I want a court worthy of the name.
Well, if we're here, we get an additional recruitment slot. Army spread influence. Increased movement speed. And a bunch of legitimacy. This one would lower building costs. And we could get some resources from visiting sacred lands. I don't think I want the position. I do want us to have the extra recruitment slot plus spreading influence. I think it's great for early on. Let's do some gossip here. Let's make a request here for army wages. And I want reduced cost on Well, surprisingly, it's not... It's not on spear units. Is it not on spear units because he already has something active like that, or I guess we're gonna go with this. Sword and club units. That is totally fine, as we will be recruiting some more of them. Let's see, two spears from you.
And skill.
Oh, it's a lot more
Warriors flock to a
expensive to
worthy
recruit from
cause.
here. I didn't spot
You,
that.
come here.
But we do have a lot of food, so as long as we're
My
building the
camp
army up, I don't
welcomes
think it will
true
matter.
warriors.
So there's on these troops there's a difference of 300 food. The upkeep is the same. Okay, well, we'll leave it at that. Let's
Brave
bring
warriors are
in
always
clubmen. Two more
We
clubmen.
will be bound by oath.
I'm wondering if I should be keeping this militia. Like, they are expendable. They could be used for that. Getting a bunch of young spears could also help with some charges and a few more bows, and I think that would be okay. I would need to start thinking of some more elite troops. And I think that that's what I'll do.
What I see, I own.
Okay, let's go here.
Massacre the lot.
What are we fighting against in Athens?
They shall wither away.
Well, they have a bunch of spears. They have good spears, a swordsman. They are good as long as they do have the walls. As soon as they don't have the walls, they don't really have an advantage on us. At least not a big one. What are we going to do? I think to begin with, we do want some siege towers. It's ×1. I would like about 4 of them and then maybe take down some of their walls. In 4 turns, they'll start starving. And since we are not under threat, I'm not gonna hurry in the siege battle, I believe. Cool. Well, let's see what else are we going to do here.
I will not
Nothing
give up.
on that side. A royal decree. XP from battles could be good. It's important in this game. It is a bit important to level up your troops to make sure that they gain experience and to keep them alive, because there are certain abilities and certain researches which will provide you power only to troops of certain level. Look at this. So we get accuracy with missile range increased by 15% faction wide, but only to units of experience rank 4 or higher. Right? So you want your troops to gain veterancy and stay alive in order for you to get these extra abilities. And that is really cool. I think like this implementation, this mechanic right here gives a bit more importance to your troop. You cannot fully recruit an entire army and have them be masters already, right? They will be weaker in strength than some of the other veteran armies. That is pretty cool. I think that the next step was, as I said, to go in this direction, right? We want an extra god dedication slot. And where is the other one? There should be one more somewhere. Diplomatic relations, some food. Income from all sources increased by 20% in provinces with max idle workforce. Not something that we want for right now, but definitely something which we would want later. Reducing the food upkeep, once again for armies of 10 units or lower. I don't see the other god dedication slot. Is it on this side? Is there a God of War thing? Yeah, God dedication slot right here. Okay, well, this is quicker, so we're gonna go with this one. We get some extra experience for native units, and then we can get preparations against reprisals. That sounds pretty good to me. Let's see. Settlement upgrade. Or Pilos. More wood would be great. But for now, let's just upgrade these villages. Actually, instead of Pilos, let's do over here, Altis. Get those extra units. At the end of the day, we're on one hand moving away from these territories, and it will take us at least 2-3 turns to respond to any threat from the sea, from the southern part of Greece. Plus, we want the extra food production, because we are starting to bring some new armies in. As our son will come of age, we will also have to recruit another army. This is the first battle on the hard difficulty. Maybe it's not going to be as simple as what we've had so far, but I am okay with that. I like to struggle a bit more. And as I was saying earlier about waking up early in the morning and playing Shogun 2, it did help a lot. It did help a lot with work in real life, because I was waking up early in the morning when I used to just wake up, you know, get ready and go to work. I was really tired, you know, I was groggy in the morning, I was getting a coffee, talking to a few colleagues, you know, I'll look at what I had to do on that day, and it was pretty normal, you know, the usual, nothing special. But once I started playing early in the morning, when I got to work, I was already warmed up, right after doing a few battles, thinking through strategies and all that. I started becoming a bit more active at work. I was already, while people were getting warmed up, I was already ready to, you know, to get on some projects, and I think that showed a lot. Like people had seen the differences at some point, started noticing it. And I think it really helped me in my profession. So that's why I would recommend that you try waking up and, you know, play a game in the morning. I don't know, I don't have kids, so maybe it's a bit different for you. You don't want to wake up and ignore your kids and play a game. Maybe wake up even earlier to have time to do that. So don't take this advice with no adaptation to your life. Let's see, he has a bunch of archers which are actually really good.
Your general is under attack.
It is time to rush.
I go.
I want you here, I want you here. The rest of the troops, we're going to go around. Young spears, let's bring them around here. Pretty you. I guess I'm going to try to hit them a bit. Go towards them there. We'll try to bring these javelins to the back. That would be great. Okay, let's bring Agamemnon into these shrubs or forests.
Into position.
Your hidden units stand revealed.
Okay, you rush them there, you rush them here. You start throwing javelins there. Let's throw our missiles into these big blobs here.
Forward march.
If you stop this unit, we'll bring these troops behind. We'll rush all of these missiles because he has left them open.
Your warriors are wavering.
Okay. Agamemnon, I need your help somewhere here.
Slay them all.
They've taken a lot of damage somewhere.
Now You die!
Let's bring this behind. Let's rush them over here. Javelins. Shoot at the back of these troops, right here.
Hungry for glory.
Let's run away
Mark your target.
on that side. How are we doing here? Well, I don't need my two-handed axeman to fight the the slingers. It shows that I'm waking up
One of
now.
your units has depleted their ammunition.
Okay. Where? Here? Then I will get you into battle.
Javelin.
You go ahead, let's put you on guard mode.
Combat ready. Targets their hearts.
You attack them
Ever
there.
mighty.
Okay, they're breaking us slightly in certain areas, but we are doing a good job at destroying them in other areas. You stay on his general. You don't let his archers shoot any longer. Let's do this here. Clubman, I want you to hunt his general.
Javelins ready.
I want you to start attacking these troops. Let's flank them. Make sure we're breaking.
Bleat like a sacrificial goat.
So those units are done. With the archers, it is time to target his general there. With these two-handed axemen, we're gonna go into the back of these troops.
Onward, warriors.
Okay, you go after those archers.
Spears.
I would say that so far so good. I can see that the spears are great at staying in battle on this higher difficulty, but they're not really doing a whole lot of damage.
One of your units has depleted their ammunition.
So their role is pretty clear at this point.
Destroy the foe. Attack.
We will keep them in our armies for the staying power, but not for anything else. Okay, let's hunt those archers since they seem to have returned and they're trying to
Go at them.
The enemy general
shoot
has
at
perished.
us.
I will
Good.
enjoy this.
So the enemy general has died there.
Massacre them.
Let's bring 2 units to attack these Sakian bowmen.
Spears.
They're starting to break. Now we will stay on them and make sure that this general also goes down. I'm gonna try to reduce some of their numbers.
Destroy the foe. Spears. We're too close to their slingers. Destroy the foe.
You stay on them there. You go here.
Let's see blood.
Let's do a quick end of the battle here. Okay, General is done. I think the rest of the troops are already depleted enough. I think if we can get some reinforcements, recruit some of the captured units into our army, that is probably good enough in order to take over Athens. On the other side, we don't have that many losses. Most of our losses are here on the spears. I think the bigger battle, the more difficult battle will be while fighting the Trojans. Nice. 8% replenishment. Not that impressive. I could get a bit more army morale, Would help. But maybe the resources are still better. Fighting the Trojans will probably be a bit more difficult, as if we're thinking about Total War Troy, in Troy itself, there were many elite units, like those really powerful bowmen, like Trojan bowmen or something like that they're called. It's weird, it's a bit weird to me that Athens, during this time, it is not considered a pillar of civilization. The fact that these areas are not considered, some of these cities are not considered pillars of civilization is a bit weird to me. Let's see. Agamemnon,
Massacre the lot.
I want on you. Like, what is this? Fine bronze armor, which would reduce our armor by 38, would give us more speed, more melee attack by 3, melee defense by 8. Is it that good? I don't think so. I think having higher armor is better in our situation. Let's go to Menelaus and let's see. Yeah, with you, this is an upgrade. So we're going from common medium armor to the next one. And it's a few extra stats, but it all adds up. This thing with the siege holdout time -1 could help in this situation.
Hold your nerve.
But before I auto-resolve, let me throw in an extra point here, because it's going to improve our stats, and who knows, maybe we'll take less losses. Not that one, I want up here, right? Yes. So,
Fall upon them.
auto-resolve, I think at this point it doesn't really matter.
We vanquished them.
We'll occupy Athens, and now we have another big city with 2 new targets. Extra food, extra stone. I don't care too much about it. We have a huge amount of potential recruits. Do I want to keep the bowman here? I have enough spears. A few more clubmen would help. And I think a few more clubmen instead of the militia, although the militia have gained a bunch of experience. Still, now the difference in health is quite high. But at the rest of the stats it doesn't matter too much. I think I want to get rid of the militia. Even though they've gained experience and all, they're not going to be great for long.
Supreme
With
warrior
you.
of the Aegean.
What are we going to give next? Probably a bunch of young
Brave
bloods,
warriors
right?
are always welcome.
Truest friend, deadliest enemy. The voice of
1,
war.
2, 3, 4. Let's see. Like, if we do that, then
You,
maybe bring
come
in
here.
another clubman from here. And another
Warriors
archer.
flock to a worthy cause.
Should be good enough.
Should you insult your peers, know that you insult the dignity of my court.
Okay, so right now I am being targeted with a plot. Is he doing all these plots? Is he trying to get rid of us? Counter, destroy this plot. I do have a lot of... it needs a lot of gold in order to counter this. I don't know exactly what the plot is, right? I could find out here. Possibly. I believe I can do both, so let's try to gossip.
I am just the age where gossip
He is
comforts
trying to
me.
discredit us with a
I needed
13%
it.
chance. We shall see whether that succeeds or not, and I think we're okay, even if it succeeds. Let's see, what else do we have? Some outpost construction and some normal construction. For Athens, since I am not staying here, I am looking at the idea of defending it, right? City guard station, probably a good idea. Maybe even a training range, as I will want to replace some of these
Goliath,
javelins
Mycenae.
with better ones. A Temple of Zeus could also help, but I think we'll start with defense, right? First of all, we'll throw in some defense, and then I'll think about bringing in some javelins. Though we would have to push the city to a much higher level. Yeah, and pushing the city to the highest level does not provide us with any bonus. And neither does the royalty state. I'm talking about bonuses that are faction-wide, you know, some victory points or anything like that. Oreste, he's 15. Okay. Let's upgrade this as well, and I don't think I care about these farms anymore. But I am thinking of throwing in one of these javelins. Instead of building this one, can I build... Yeah, I can build a target yard. And I think that that is about it. Ruler of Ithaca. They want a military alliance for some food. We will accept. I wanted to get friendly with them. I am happy that it worked. I'm a bit sad that we are going to go to war here with Thebes. What are the chances that we would be able to confederate them? Because they do have 2 heroes. And these heroes, they will be stronger probably than most generals. Although, would they? They don't have anything special. If we're thinking about the character tree, there is nothing special about it. Everybody's the same. Conquer a sacred Aegean land. Okay, I guess we could do that. Get your faction adopted into the royal dynasty. Okay. Construct a resource type building producing bronze, and we would get a bit more bronze. I think I'm gonna go this way to build a bronze building. Civilization in crisis. The world changes, the land has borne the fruit of human struggle and exercise. Our lives are what we make them. Through the grace of the gods, what have we made? Okay, so we're now moving down. Yes. So the civilization state has gone down in crisis. And as you can see here, we have a 5% chance to get a blessing and a 10% chance for a disaster to incur. Also, when we're taking a look at our faction, you can see that we get more resources from raising, but we lose 10% morale and replenishment rate faction-wide, while the sea people have gained extra bonuses to defense, charge bonus and morale, and the nomadic people got extra melee attack, charge bonus, and melee defense. So this is where problems start to arise.
Defending the righteous.
Now, fighting Ajax. He has some armored axemen. He has a few good troops here.
On the path to victory.
Nothing that would be too crazy. Still, Achaean chariots, what are they? Cannot capture, poor defense, poor attack. They have high lethality and damage. Maybe some of them. I am thinking what would give me the edge in a battle, and I'm thinking that maybe bringing in 2 chariots at this point of the game would not be bad.
A god among men.
I am going to sit here and
No one
defend.
shall slight me.
I don't think he will attack.
Bulwark of the Achaeans.
What
It
I
seems
see,
to be
I own.
opened.
So, what do you propose?
Non-aggression with Aeolia. Is Athens still around?
We will win through. With Athena's blessing, can the lion rear? Say what you have to say.
A few resources in order to peace out.
I can
Sure.
do.
I don't know where they are, but I don't want to hand them up north. We are going to attack thieves.
Shepherd of the people.
Do I want them to join us here? No.
Battle!
Let's not
them
call them
down.
into the war. Ooh. Okay, so they do have a few
Massacre
troops
the lot.
around. Let's see. He has a bunch of swords which are decent warrior, like I guess they're usual. They do have the chariots, which is a bit scary. And he also has another army here, which is
down.
renowned slingers, armored axemen. Yeah, the rising difficulty definitely
Hold
gave
your
them a few
nerve.
extra resources and some bonuses.
Orphan their
For
offspring.
now I'm just gonna build siege equipments,
Don't let
and
up!
we shall see. If he attacks us with this
That will
army,
never work.
it's going to be okay. If
That
he attacks us
won't
with
work.
both these armies, that is going
I'll have
to
to
be
refuse.
less okay.
Foes beware.
Let's see. Court position
The
vacant.
kingdom's fate rests on your willingness to work together.
I could try to blackmail him. I could try to discredit him as well. Should I counter this? It's a very low chance for anything to have happened there. So I don't think that that should be the way to go. They've gained a lot more legitimacy as well. Yeah, no, let's continue on our path. Let's gain some...
Mycenaean irreverence is a good antidote to courtly bowing and scraping.
Yeah, we're gonna get more regard here. We're gonna try to protect ourselves against them, but we won't worry too much for right now. In time, they will be paying. Let's see, where are we at with the games? I cannot host another game for now. Let's get the better swords. And what do I need for the next level? 4 idle workforce. Okay. We are super happy there. We're okay over here as well. I will remove the native master field, as I want to bring in more bronze. That's about it. Let's see, what did they attack us with? Yeah, they attacked us with the multiple armies. I am going to be retreating from this battle. I think that they have sacked one of our regions. Civil war in Egypt. Good to know. You can see the number of factions going down. Every turn, one or two factions just disappear. Look at that, another one. Hopefully we will reach a point where we have like these giant empires and we fight against each other. That would be cool.
Let my enemies beware.
We don't have... Is there an ability to get night battles? I don't think that that is the case. No. Oh, yes, actually. It's at maximum level for Arthur. But in this situation, no. So, did they sack this? Yes, they did.
Gold-rich Agamemnon.
I can attack him.
cannot
If
do
I
that.
attack him here, they will not get any troops from the nearby regions, right? So it's less troops on that side. They would have to bring in the
I can't do that.
reinforcements. He's bringing
Not
Ajax over
possible.
as well.
The lion
We
of
could
my
sack
city.
that as... We could sack the outpost.
I remain undaunted.
I could try to get in the water and go there. But maybe... Just maybe.
Prove your
Nope.
valor. Making landfall.
We have to go via water here.
Don't
I'm going to go
falter
towards
now.
Calidan. Maybe this will
An impossible
distract their
request.
attention and they will turn to face us.
Wide ruling
I am thinking
king.
that maybe a good idea would be to go
Move
in the
up
forest
now.
and set up an ambush.
Set the trap.
At the end of the day, these two armies will not be able to take
Not
us.
a chance.
These units are tired.
Never beaten. Fall upon them.
These units will be tired. These units will be tired. These units will be totally fine. I have a feeling that we can fight this battle and actually win. Those axes might be a bit difficult to defeat. Yeah, 12% lethality, that is quite high. Slingers. Swords. 15% lethality. I feel that we can take them on. If we're a bit careful, these elite troops will still cause a lot of damage. But maybe if we can overwhelm them. There is a bit of a problem that we don't have any silver units, right? So that quality of troops will matter. Let's wait. Okay. Rain did not come in. Thunderstorm, yeah, that will hopefully come around very quickly and help us in this battle.
Leave their bodies for the crow.
Reinforcements come from there. Yeah, I guess at the end of the day we won't need to rush them because they will have the reinforcements right from the start. That is a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. Gonna be easier to encircle, but it's going to be a lot more difficult to defeat since they will have a lot of troops which will reinforce each other. Javelins. there's less forest here on the right, so maybe keep 2 javelins there and put 2 javelins to the right. Have some clubmen here. Throw in, I guess, the young spears I'll have on the right, supported by 2 more clubmen. These elite troops, we will keep them somewhere in close to the middle, because I'm thinking that that's where their generals will be. It's usually where the generals are. In this forest, I feel like these troops are not enough, like these 2 units.
Hungry for glory. Ready to serve.
Maybe I'm bringing young spears on this side.
Clubs.
That might be the best way to do it. Let's see. We'll not rush them. There's no point in doing so. We'll try to conserve as much energy as possible. It seems like the reinforcements have changed their spawning point. Actually, no, maybe that's where the garrison comes from, because it was closest, and maybe that's some of the other units. Let's see, if I move my army over here to the right. It would be awesome to be able to fight only 1 army. Especially since they are tired. If they are the army that was tired. And maybe then take on the rest of the groups. No, so this one is the army which is fresh. No. Some of it is fresh, some of it is tired. Okay. So we're not getting any advantage there. We can't fight half of the army. They're gathering their troops together somewhere here. But at least, I think at least one thing which I don't want is for them to flank us. They have extra troops. Extra troops means extra potential for them to be flanking us. And we don't want that. Now I'll be heading here. I'll head here to the edge of the map. It's going to prevent us from doing flanking as well to the right. But he has more power to flank us than we do to flank him. And I think there's one more problem. The fact that they could have a bunch of ranged troops that they could protect with a smaller line of melees, right? Ranged troops in the back have a bunch of melee here. We are getting locked down, and then they have the potential to shoot at us. At least that's what I'm thinking at the moment. We shall see. Look at that. Okay, let's rush.
Your general is under attack.
Now, we're going in the forest. These troops right here, let's put them in a second group and go around like so.
Masters of war. Hungry for glory.
If I leave them to waste their ammunition, that would not necessarily be bad, but it's not gonna be great either. Okay, let's take you in the forests. Reduce the amount of damage that they're doing.
Your foe's hidden units stand revealed.
Our foes in sight.
Two-handed clubman. Let's try to rush them. Throw a bunch of javelins at it too. They do have a lot of troops.
Awaiting orders.
This is going to be a bit dangerous.
Your hidden units stand revealed.
But I got into this battle knowing full well that it's going to be difficult. Right? We didn't get into this battle thinking it's going to be a piece of cake.
Ready to throw.
Okay, let's bring in some of these elite troops.
Onward, warriors. For glory. Attack.
Your warriors are wavering.
Where? Oh, in the forest. Okay. Let's throw in some of these more elite troops. Let's... You go there. You go here. You go here. You destroy this. Actually, you go behind them. Javelins? Yeah, shoot at his general. Can we do fire arrows? Not exactly. Let's see, I'll slow down the pace for a second, just to try to figure out what we have going on here. Let me lock the forests, the hide foliage again, just to see what we're working with. You start firing on these armored axemen. Okay, we're doing decent here. Okay, you go and attack that axe. You will go over here. Nice. Perfect. So we can push forward now. We can try to take out some of those troops.
Has depleted their ammunition.
Okay, then what I'll do is that I'll bring you around. And we're gonna try to support these flank things. They seem to break some of our lines. Having the scare ability on Agamemnon would have been great here. You destroy those there. We're bringing you into the battle. Come on. Break those axes.
Your warriors are wavering.
They're broken, but we need them to be shattered. Broken troops return, and we do not want that at all. You head here. You shoot in the back of those troops. Come on. Come on. Good, perfect.
I am your doom.
Keep going here.
Attack!
Keep going. Keep fighting.
Your warriors have been routed.
Okay, those troops are returning. That is annoying. The troops are routing here. We can support them, right? They're out of ammunition? Yep. Let's bring you around like so.
Foes, beware! The men are flagging!
Okay,
Massacre them!
now the bad weather is here.
Your warriors are wavering.
Let's bring some warriors in the back of these troops. Are they done? Good.
Javelins hold!
One of you, I want you to change your direction. The other one, I want you to take out the general.
Trained and ready!
Yeah, you stay on them, make sure you do damage. Okay, you don't let that guy shoot.
Onward, warrior!
That unit has been routed. Let's see. Let's bring you back into the battle.
Your warriors have been routed.
Let's bring you here. Some of our veteran troops have taken a lot of damage.
All fall before me!
Good. Those are running away. You go after these renowned slingers. Why not?
Pull out!
Come on.
Go at
Kill
them!
him. Kill the hero.
Moving up!
Your warriors are wavering.
Yeah,
Withdraw!
I've imagined as much. I'm feeling quite tense, but I love it.
No mercy!
I mean, these are awesome battles at the end of the day, right?
The enemy general has perished.
Nice. Well done. Perfect. These should help us over here.
Retreat!
Now what we need to do is make sure that we clean up as much of this flank as possible.
I'm not staying here.
The more we clean this flank, the worse will be for them here. If we can take Diomedes down, I'm sure that that is going to be great. We pretty much won, yeah, we did. We've taken some losses, we will definitely have to retreat.
At your command! Advance, men!
But I feel like this was a great win in the long run for us. Let's see. And I think we can focus on the retreating Diomedes here and actually take him out. There is no real second chances in this game. Generals are not larger than life. They are not immortal. Once he's dead, they're going to have to bring in a new general. A new bad dad. While we continue with Agamemnon and make him stronger and stronger.
The enemy general has perished.
That's it. How many have we lost? 630, and we have 800 troops remaining. They have about 900, about 1,000 troops remaining, but we have killed 1,100. Almost double. Either way, a level 4 general has perished. A few more. We have not taken down his elite troops. So this is not necessarily going to be easy if we want to besiege his region. But that is fine. Nine percent replenishment or those resources. We're gonna get the replenishments. Let's see how much. 2 of his generals.
Make them our slaves.
Yeah.
I think not. An
In this situation I cannot retreat because I am in the
Take them down.
circle of Thebes, right? If I was to be fighting this, no, we have too many losses. Especially when I'm thinking about stopping a chariot, that is not gonna be great. And he has a few elite troops remaining here. Although... no, I don't have a holding line. I guess partially I could, but I'm thinking that I'll be losing a lot of troops in the process.
Retreat.
And it's not necessarily
Agamemnon.
great. But for now, let's see.
Forward
How many
march.
replenishments are we getting here? Not many.
Greatness awaits me. I will not.
But this is good. Throw an extra point there. We have taken out one of his armies. The other one is broken up. They will have to recruit once again a bunch of troops. We shall see what Ajax does. He might decide to come for us, at which point I think I'm retreating to
What I
Corinth.
see, I own.
Speaking of which, I should be building some extra defenses. And I guess that's about it for this episode. It's a good start of the day, to be honest. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, do consider leaving a like, as it does help me, helps the channel grow. And until next time, I thank you very much for watching, and I wish you all to have a wonderful day.